weekend obviously is in full swing, and so is the NBA. Hey, thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. We've got an Eastern Conference battle ready to get rolling, and the Chicago crowd wants some love from their Bulls. Last time these two teams came together was also in this building. They were able to win it for the home fans. Looking for the third straight win against these guys this season. They've won them all so far.
Yeah, a dominant win for them their last time in this matchup. And what jumps off the stat page was their advantage on the board.
Yeah, they were overpowering it inside, and you've really got to like their chances, Greg, if they can replicate that tonight.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. The young stars, Simmons and Embiid at the 4 and 5. Jimmy Butler is out there with Fultz, and it's Chandler in at the 3 set. You know, for those in the MVP conversation, sometimes what they do late in the season, Clark seems to sway the voters the most.
Yeah, you know what, Kevin, that's a great point, and I think you're right on it. Part of it is we all have a tendency to be prisoners of the present. I'm guilty of that as well. When I've seen a team or player perform at a high level, that's what's most in my mind. But you have to force yourself to, again, look at the totality and the consistency of one's performance, particularly when you're talking about these high individual honors.
Here's Parker. Jimmy Butler making his last shot. Levine kicks to Parker. Allen surveying the D. Shot clock at 6. Levine can't hit. And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. Down low. No good from Simmons.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Allen, that's good. Allen's got his first points of the game.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
Pass to Butler. Over Levine. And it's Butler missing.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Over to the left wing. Dunn passes to Allen, and slam dunk by Allen.
Well, one thing you like there is the extra pass. Evidence that the game is starting to slow down for Dunn.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And it's Butler with the jam.
And how about squeezing the orange as tight as he could there before the stuff?
Yeah, no way he's going to lose that thing on the way up.
Better safe than sorry, right?
Now here's Allen. It's coming off an unbelievably high-scoring game. Dunn kicks to Allen. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. To the middle. It's tipped. Embiid with the steal. Now the 76ers on the break. Chandler leading the charge. Parker with the steal. Jacks up a 3, and he's good on the 3-ball. Parker's got 5 now.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Butler kicks to Simmons. 6 to shoot. Ball's knocked loose, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Dunn. And all month long, he's been fantastic, and now he's been named the Eastern Conference Player of the Month.
And the way that he has been able to kind of create something out of nothing for his teammates has been remarkable. Fantastic and timely passing combined with his vision is something that all players should aspire to have. Yeah, really like the defensive focus and intensity at the start.
Exactly. Nothing easy. They're making them work just to get into their offense. Very disruptive so far.
Allen against Chandler. Allen finds Parker. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Over Chandler. And Parker gets it to go. The assist by Allen. That's 7 points for Parker.
Oh, great ball movement there.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, I was able to talk with Brett Brown for a minute. Now they have not won yet in 2 meetings against this team, but Coach says he expects a different story tonight. He expects them to attack more offensively and worry a little less about waiting for the perfect shot. We'll We'll see if that approach lets them win this first game in the season series. Kevin?
All right, thanks for the report, David. So it's all about getting their offense going early on.
And I think that's the right call, guys. Get that rhythm established at the offensive end as soon as possible.
Yeah, I echo that, Greg. I mean, if they come out here as the aggressors and really get after it, I think it'll make things that much easier on them defensively.
And Philadelphia calls time here. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
And that one's good. Simmons.
Simmons absolutely in his comfort zone near the rim. I mean, uses his body extremely well and typically gets exactly the kind of shot he wants.
Ben Simmons, such a force when catching the ball, moving at the rim. But you know, Clark, he can get there on his own just as well.
Yeah, he's got a great knack for being able to get where he wants to with the ball. His size and strength and agility certainly help him. And he understands angles. This guy is just a jump shot away from being virtually unguardable, in my opinion.
Here's Allen after the made shot from Joel Embiid. Allen passes to Levine. Allen against Chandler. Right side Levine. Again, Chicago.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
Here's Allen after the made shot from Zach Levine. He kicks it to Allen. Pass to Carter. Here's Dunn. And it's good off the back rim and in. Dunn's got his second basket.
And from the opening tip, they just crushed it. You see it now on the scoreboard.
Clearly in great rhythm. They've got it going on. I mean, in a big way. Excellent job at establishing a huge lead early on.
Levine, good.
Tell you what, he's 3 or 4 now. Looks like his game's on offensively.
The 76ers trail by 15. Left side, Butler. Over Levine. And it's Butler missing.
He's been terrible. Absolutely awful. I mean, can't get it going. His shot isn't there right now. You got to help him some other ways.
Now here's Allen. Passes it to Parker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Simmons. Again, Chicago.
Impressive, really, from that short 17 area. They are not missing many.
You're exactly right. I mean, they've banged home 8 of their last 10 points on mid-range jumpers.
Now here's Butler. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Milwaukee.
And what opened things up for him was his passing. He was making so many plays that the D had to play off him.
And he hits the jumper. Well, he's been waiting for that for a while. Butler's got his third basket of the night. The Bulls leading by 15. Dunn kicks to Parker. It's Allen on the wing. Over Chandler. Allen's shot is off.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Not much else you can do there. I mean, that's what you want. Too bad they weren't able to finish it off.
Now here's Simmons. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game. Here's Butler. That shot off the mark. Nice D from Levine. Allen outside. Inside, Carter. Good D by Embiid.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Simmons dishes to Chandler. Yep, it counts. Chandler's got his first bucket of the night.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Aggressive coming out of the gate here, guys. Wow.
Tone setting, that's what I call it. Grabbing this one by the throat early on and then squeezing it hard.
And the 76ers call time here. Clark, you were in Indiana after being drafted by the Pacers for a few seasons. Who are some of the more talented guys you played with there?
Well, Herb Williams, a teammate of mine at Ohio State, really outstanding big guy, mobile, could shoot it, excellent defender, shot blocker, and a high-quality guy. Vern Fleming was a guard that had size, excellent defender, driver of the ball. Wayman Tisdale, and he rest in peace. We lost Wayman a number of years ago to cancer. Really a gifted scorer. Steve Stepanovich, he and I both had to retire about the same time due to different knee trouble. And he was a rugged, mobile, good shooting big guy who I think would have continued to excel had he not had to retire.
And here is Allen after J.J. Redick hitting the three. The kick out to Holiday. Here's Payne. And a miss there on the triple.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half.
Dunn and Levine are the guard set. Allen is out there with Jabari Parker. And it's Carter in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Chandler finds Embiid. Here's Simmons, guarded by Levine. And here's Embiid. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And there's so much speculation early in Embiid's career if he would even pan out. It's become clear, Clark, that he was worth the wait.
Well, it was all injury related in terms of the questions because he sat out his first 2 years in the league with some type of injury. Those injury concerns, really the only reason that people question him, the talent, the size, and you love his personality as well. But this guy has tremendous skills, and he's going to be an all-star for years to come if he's healthy.
For 3, Levine scored the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
And I think that's mere target practice for Levine. Now, warm-up jumpers is what I call them. He's really improved in the catch-and-shoot game.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And Jimmy Butler's a very physical wing, as we know, Greg. Goes about 6'8", 240, and he can D up almost any position.
And the strength to deal with forwards, the quickness to cover guards. Also, he uses that strength to attack the rim and get himself to the line.
Allen against Chandler. Allen in the post. And the rejection by Embiid.
Solid read from Embiid there. Terrific at anticipating when that shot is coming.
And Simmons has got the ball here for Philadelphia. 19-point game. To the paint. Here's Embiid. Second chance effort. Up and in on the layup. Embiid's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, Embiid plays with really good effort, and he plays with an effervescence that's contagious, and it's really endearing for a guy of his size.
Here's Allen. Again, Chicago.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Here's Butler.
Oh! Woo! Well, I like seeing Butler show off his mad hops. This guy's got big-time bounce and knows how to slam it down with authority.
And a terrific bit of chaos there on the replay presented by the Under Armour Hover Havoc.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Chicago.
A lot of success from mid-range so far for them, guys. If nothing else works, they can always fall back on the jump shot.
And also, they've gotten the three-pointer to fall tonight as well. That's equally as important.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, AI in their last time out against the Wizards was terrific. He ended up with 50 points, and that was just the start of it. He wound up with a triple-double in what was quite a display for him. When you look at the stat sheet, he was mind-blowing. It's hard to imagine he can follow it up tonight with that same level of production. Kevin, we'll see.
All right, David, thank you, guys. Could you believe that performance? Wow.
I mean, it was really something to see. Yeah, he showed everybody just how special he is when he is on his game.
Greg, something really stoked his fire. Man, there was no holding him back. And when a player is that locked in, you just got to sit back and enjoy the ride.
Shot clock at 6. Elbow shot is on the way. Here's Simmons, and Allen with the block.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
Lets a floater go, and the layup good by Parker. Parker's got 11 points.
And, Kevin, they've dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second-chance opportunities.
Well, the hustle and the effort, the persistence, all of that paying off in a big way. And that's something that makes a coach smile.
And Jimmy Butler, you know, something of a quirky character, has a ritual whenever he's at a grocery store of paying the person's bill behind him. Doesn't care if it's 99 cents or 2,000.
And Butler never afraid to be a little bit different, listening to country music in the locker room, much to his teammates' chagrin.
And in the offseason, riding around in a van with a baby on board sticker, even though he's single with no kids. Remove the rearview mirror as a symbolic reminder to never look back. This guy is special.
A well-timed shot fake got the defender off the ground right there.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Greg, they keep pulling up and watching them go down. It's a really nice thing to see.
He gets it in there.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
Dunn passes to Carter. Allen's shot is off. The 76ers trail by 19. Here's Fultz. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And it's Dunn in the corner. Back to Allen. Over Chandler. Allen, that's good. Allen's got 8 here in the quarter.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
Well, it's interesting. The defense continues to back off, expecting them to attack the rack, but they just continue to pull up and knock down those mid-range jumpers.
76ers moving the ball around. Here's Chandler. Off the left rim and out.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Here's Butler. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 3 assists in the game.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. With the amount of characters and personalities on this Sixers team, Clark, you can't help but notice the attitude they play with.
Yeah, they play with edge. They play with brashness. Some would say arrogance, but all of the championship teams have some element of that, and that's where they're looking to go. On occasion, if their emotions get out of whack, it could get them in trouble, but I think they'll learn as they grow to tone that down and use it in a positive way.
Parker inside, guarded by Embiid. The 76ers trail by 21, and a wide-open look for Simmons. That's short off the rim.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Here's Parker. That one, no good. Simmons with the defensive effort. It's stolen by Allen. Out to the wing. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here.
And now we get a moment to see the numbers for Fultz. He's averaging 10 points a game, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And you look at those numbers, not bad, but guys, I think he can do better, and he knows it.
And he has high expectations for himself as well, guys, but he just hasn't delivered fully on his potential yet.
Here's Allen. It's good from about 19 feet. Allen's got 18 points in the game.
And, you know, this quarter has been all him, all about him. They're getting it to him in his spots, and he's taking over.
Portis against Butler. The 76ers with another miss. The Bulls leading by 23. Levine kicks to Allen. Levine against Butler. Allen dishes to Levine. Another three for Chicago.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
Simmons finds Chandler. And the pass to Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
A dependable passer. Chandler doesn't just look to score. I mean, he's also good at finding his open teammate.
Parker passes to Allen. Outside Portis. Pass to Dunn. To the paint. And it's Allen slamming it down.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
35 seconds left now here in the second. And Simmons kicks to Butler. Over Levine. Again, Philadelphia.
He has been fantastic this quarter, guys. It's just the kind of effort they need if they're going to continue to trim the lead.
Allen passes to Portis. Dunn with it. Guarded by Embiid. And it's Dunn penetrating on the wing. Levine. And stolen by Butler. With the teardrop. Tries again. Here's Chandler. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
And they make sure to get the last shot.
Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Really an incredible game from AI.
Yeah, the kind of leadership he provides, the pinpoint passing, we saw it all there on display in that first half.
Yeah, he enjoys teeing his guys up. I know you like that one, partner. You and I both like to hit that white ball a little bit, but he knows it's important to share the wealth out there.
No doubt about it. And you know what? Did you bring your clubs, Clark?
Yeah.
Let me check and see if I can get us a tee time tomorrow morning.
All right.
We've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So on the floor for Philadelphia, the incredible Simmons and Embiid down low. Fultz is out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's Chandler in at the three. Simmons dishes to Fultz. Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Dunn. While we have the chance, we like to reveal the list of the past month's best fast break teams in the NBA. Number one, the Bulls.
I mean, it's about the pace they've played with here offensively. They don't look like they're showing any signs of slowing down.
Here's Simmons. Chandler outside. Kicks it to Fultz. Just 5 to shoot. Overdone. Fultz, no good. Chicago's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the three-point shot tonight. That's tipped and stolen by Simmons. The teardrop falls in.
And Simmons so deft with the floater, freezing the defense completely.
Pass to Parker. Back to Dunn. To the inside, Allen. And Allen slams it in.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
Fultz kicks to Simmons. And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. That's his third foul of the game. Chandler outside. Passes it to Butler. Simmons with it. Pulls up. High post. And again, it's Philadelphia.
That, to me, is good use of the mid-range J by Simmons, taking whatever the defense gives him out there.
Allen against Chandler. Back to Allen. Kick out to Levine. Shot clock at 6. It's Allen on the wing. And there's the pass to Levine from deep. The Bulls get it back in a new 24.
Jeez. Maybe he was trying to show off or something right there.
Oh!
Hey. Ooh, wow. And, you know, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane bounce, he takes advantage of it, really demonstrating how lethal he is in the air.
Levine finds Allen. And here is Dunn, defended by Butler. Pass to Allen. Fade away. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. 24 points for Allen.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
And the 76ers call time here. Floor spacing is such an important element of the game now, Clark, and I know you have a list of guys who you think can stretch it the most in the game now.
Yeah, you start with Steph Curry. I mean, clearly, his shot-making ability from anywhere in the building is unlike most any other in the league. Damian Lillard has similar type range. Jamal Crawford would come to mind, but Steph Curry's at the head of that list for me.
And the Bulls making a change here. Markkanen's checked in. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Brett Brown coached the Sixers team through some really lean years. Now, the promise started to show last season, but he said, I don't feel close to the notion that we've arrived. I'm hardened, just doing my job and moving forward. Kevin?
And continuing the process, D.A., thanks. Simmons feeling it out a bit. Out to the right wing. Shoots from 14, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Fultz has got his first 2 points of the night.
Boy, for a young guy, Fultz is really a smart player. Takes on the pick and roll with confidence and poise. Man, outstanding work.
Allen passes to Markkanen. Dunn kicks to Allen. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Chandler against Dunn. And he makes that one. Dunn's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, I tell you, it's awesome, absolutely awesome to see Dunn work in his effective mid-range game. So sharp, so accurate, so timely.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Carter outside. Down low, and Allen slams it in.
Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow.
Well, I guess there's nothing wrong with a little bit of showboating here and there.
Shot's good by Butler. Butler's got 20 points.
Well, if you wonder why Butler is an elite player in this league, let him find his comfort zone and then see what happens.
Allen against Chandler. Allen kicks to Levine. Back to Allen. Inside, Chandler with the steal. Oh, and here we go with Simmons. Nobody back.
Well, I love watching Simmons run the floor. So effortless and efficient in his movement.
To the inside. Here's Carter. Again, Chicago.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Philadelphia has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Markkanen on the double team. And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. The 76ers trail by 20. Dunn and Levine are the guard set. Bobby Portis out there with Jabari Parker. And it's Allen in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Now, here's McConnell, guarded closely. Redick against Parker. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, you just love the way that J.J. Redick moves on offense. He keeps his defender occupied, constantly on the lookout for operating room to get his shot off. He comes off screens extremely well, uses angles and craftiness. Terrific off-the-ball movement by one of the best shooters in the league.
Fultz, he's checked in for the 76ers. Dunn passes to Allen. To the middle, here's Parker. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
And for Redick in his movement on offense, Clark, most know him as a shooter, but he does so much more.
Yeah, he does. He moves well without the ball. He's a better defender than he gets credit for. He's a guy that can put it on the deck now and drive when you close out to him poorly. His game has grown really quite nicely, and we know what he is as a shooter, a laser.
Fultz kicks to Johnson. Pass to Redick. Back to Chandler. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around it.
And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for Chicago. Pass to Portis. Shoots from 12. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Dunn's got 6 assists here tonight. The 76ers shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done. Fultz kicks to Johnson. The pass to Chandler. Clark, an interesting aspect of the one-and-done controversy. Increasingly, these guys are being asked to take on a big role in the NBA right away.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what? I'm all for guys that have the unique ability and opportunity to play pro basketball out of high school or after 1 or 2 years of college. I would love to see college kids hang around for 2 or 3 years, but that's not realistic for the supremely gifted. But it does put pressure on your teams if you're expecting these young guys to come in and impact winning right away. It takes a little time, most cases, for even really highly talented players to become winning NBA players.
Chandler with another miss.
Yeah, he's costing them right now, sabotaging them a little bit. He's got to find his shot if they want to win this game.
Allen, that's good.
Yeah, a big part of this run here has been their ability to score from mid-range.
76ers have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Fultz kicks to Chandler, fires the 3, and another make to his scoring column. His 5th basket of the game, now shooting 5 of 11.
And that's an area of his game that he keeps working on, which is good to see. Chandler, not a great outside shooter, but getting better. It helps when he knocks down those threes.
Dunn passes to Levine, and Allen slams it in.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screenplay. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Absolutely, Kevin. I mean, that took the defender right out of the play.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Justin Patton, he's checked in for Johnson. Smith comes in for J.J. Redick. And it's Carter Williams in for Fultz.
Yeah, because of the long arms and physicality that Chandler has, he's a hard player to defend in the paint.
Felicio kicks to Allen. Pass to Levine, over Smith. And it comes off the front of the rim.
I thought he had the space to shoot comfortably there, and disappointed that he missed it.
Pass to Carter Williams. Dishes to Chandler. You look at rebounding now, Clark. Teams relying less on one guy and more on collective team rebounding, especially, it seems, on the defensive end.
Yeah, and you think about it, Kevin, with the space and pace game, positionless basketball, if you will, or versatile basketball that takes place, more guys are spread out and away from the goal. Bigger guys are not always camped in the lane, so everybody's got to rebound the ball, more so today than in past decades, because, again, the three-point shots are coming at a rapid rate. Longer rebounds are available now, so everybody's got to be attuned to rebounding the ball.
Knocks it loose. Now here's Carter Williams. D right on him. He gets it in there.
And for a guard, Carter Williams has a lot of size, and he uses it well, especially in the post.
The Bulls leading by 19 points. Blakeney passes to Felicio. Allen, a strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Allen's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
Hey, Kevin, that's what you want to see. Strong passing inside, leading to the hoop.
Embiid dishes to Carter Williams. He kicks it to Chandler. Back to Carter Williams. 4 on the shot clock. The 76ers need to get off a shot, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. So both teams making some changes here. For Chicago, they've gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter. Levine kicks to Dunn. It's Allen on the wing. Out to the right wing. To the left wing. Pocket 6. Dunn left side. And Simmons with the rebound.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
From 17 feet out, Carter pulls it in. Carter's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Feeds it to Allen. Right side, Portis. Passes it to Levine. To the inside. There's Allen. That's good on the assist by Levine. Levine's got 4 assists in the game.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Deflects the pass. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
You take a risk with those long passes. They're lucky the D couldn't collect it.
Markkanen, he's checked in for Chicago. Allen kicks to Carter. He feeds it to Markkanen. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Shoots from 12. Got a piece of it. Chandler against Allen. Now the dish to Levine over Butler. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid. Allen passes to Carter.
Now, shooters get nervous when Embiid is nearby. Exceptional at contesting any shot within his reach, and even some that look like they're out of his reach.
Chicago leading by 23. Here's Levine. Connects on the open J.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
May have been the 90s, Clark, when we saw the pick and roll really become a common type play. Defenses have now adjusted somewhat, but many offenses still rely on it now.
Man, you go way back to the 50s and 60s. The pick and roll has been one of the hardest plays to defend since really basketball came into existence, quite honestly. Puts a lot of pressure on the defense. And now, with the interchangeable parts that many teams have, you have the real challenge of small guys setting screens on big guys and creating havoc. So screen and roll action, always a very important part of the game and a hard set to cover well on defense.
Just 5 to shoot. And now Philadelphia on the break. Here's the floater. Bucket is good.
Don't you love the chemistry? Those guys work so well together in the open floor.
The Bulls leading by 21. Payne finds Allen. Back to Payne. Over McConnell. Payne's shot is good.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And so it's McConnell with it. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. And the 76ers call time here. One of those ongoing discussions about adding a 4th referee, Clark. Would that help us, you think, call the game more accurately?
No, it would just crowd the court more.
Right.
I mean, come on, what are we talking about here? There's a human element to everything we do. Calls are going to be missed. We've grown and gotten better, and highlighting different aspects of calls, being more transparent about it. The video replay, I think, has been more good than bad in the game. There are going to be mistakes. You make them, I make them, the referees make them, coaches make them, players make them. We can't totally eliminate the human element of the game. A fourth official would not add to the ability to get more calls right. They're getting 94, 95% of them right now. You think another official is going to move the needle? Come on.
Carter kicks it out to Allen. Markkanen from outside. Drops in the tray. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Bulls.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Here's Allen, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Chicago making some changes. Robin Lopez is checked in for Carter. Bobby Portis comes in for Lauri Markkanen. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Chris Dunn. Then for the 76ers, Vince Carter, he's checked in for Simmons. Korkmaz comes in for Wilson Chandler. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Markelle Fultz. And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. That's his 5th foul. Carter down low, working on Portis. Chicago's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13. Lopez kicks to Allen. Now the pass to Payne. Now here's Lopez. He dishes it to Payne. Pass to Allen. Mark, over your many years in the NBA, you've seen labor unrest, but per the most recent CBA, we have the potential for a decade-long stretch now of labor peace.
Yeah, and I think that's great for all sides. And you've got to recognize that some of the unrest in the past was really necessary to get to this place where we may have labor and league peace for the next decade. I mean, there's no justice without struggle. There's no smooth sailing without some bumpy sailing at times. So credit the league, the Players Association, and the players for getting to this place now where the league is doing well in all measures and the game is healthy and good. But that's a team effort by all involved.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Chicago.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And I think, guys, we sort of expected a win here in a season already with 66 wins. Tonight's win will notch that up one more to 67. A very dominating presence they seem to have nearly every time they come out on the floor.
And this will be their 3rd win in 3 tries against these guys. They match up so well.
They really do. I mean, there's one more game to play in this season series, and barring any major changes to their team, I'd have to believe the sweep will be in order.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Allen.
And with the way he came out energized on the defensive end in particular, getting a hand on a lot of shots, that really got them rolling.
Payne kicks to Allen. 16 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Shot clock at 6. Lopez outside. In the corner, Valentine with it. That's good from Allen on the assist by Valentine.
And how much longer are they going to keep that foot on the accelerator?
As long as required, Greg. I mean, you can tell they want to put this thing to bed.
And so Chicago